Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is getting some brand new info very, very soon via VJump. We'll have to depend on the VJump leaks. Shout outs to like DBS Hype and stuff, as well as Vinixis, because they'll probably be covering it whenever this goes out. I don't want to say this could be anything super significant yet, because I don't exactly know what it's going to be, but at the same time, it's not going to be something that we've already seen. I don't think so, because shout outs to Victory Uchida. This was on the Dragon Ball official news site. They do, I think, like weekly videos. So he says, this issue includes special features on Xenoverse 3 and Fusion World, which is the Dragon Ball Super card game. So shout out to Vinixis. Xenoverse 3 featured in the new issue of VJump. Now, I want you to keep in mind that we had a Battle Hour VJump recap of Age 1000, which recapped the trailer, the very first trailer we got in January at the Genkadan Matsuri. And then we recently, I believe, was it last month? Yes, I think it was last month, had another recap of the announcement trailer for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, which showed nothing new at all. It just basically recapped what we saw in the trailer. It was pointless. So far, they've had pretty consistent VJump in terms of, like, what has been revealed. However, we didn't get anything at Summer Game Fest. We didn't see anything brand new at all this month, but there's going to be VJump this month. So it has to be something new, and whatever this may be also is going to be something that's tying in with likely what we saw was happening at Summer Game Fest. Now, keep in mind, okay, I know Summer Game Fest, I said there was nothing there. I mean, there was Xenoverse 3 there. Content creators, press, private. It was a private event, okay? They were there. They didn't show anything to the public yet. Now, I did say that you guys would be getting some type of information, sooner than later, right? There's no way that they were waiting until Game Awards, for example, which is at the very end of the year in December, to reveal anything new. No, that is not the case. They've already done the announcement trailer, so they're ready to put out information and stuff. Now, I'm not saying we'll be getting consistent information. We still could, right? But for now, there is something coming that they had whatever was shown. It could have been a trailer. It could have been a presentation that also included a new trailer. And if that is the case, then that means that they could be dropping a new trailer any day now. Or if not that, then the content creators, whoever attended it, will have something to show, right? If VJump is getting leaked this week, which it likely will, usually VJump leaks a couple of days before, I think it actually releases, which I think that is the 19th here, if I recall correctly. Basically, if you guys have followed my channel for a very long time, or if you have followed VJump, you know that it will leak mid through each new month, right? And it is currently the 15th of June, so any day now. It could be later today, it could be tomorrow, it could be on Wednesday. Anything is pretty much fair game. Tomorrow, there's going to be Legends reveals from Bandai Namco. Now, that's on their global page, so I would say that not to expect anything, because, again, they generally don't like to release too much information or too much stuff at the same time, and I think they want all eyes on Dragon Ball Legends tomorrow for part 2 of the reveals. There's going to be a live stream for that. So I wouldn't expect them to post anything then. They could post something today, though. That is definitely on the table. We don't know Xenoverse 3's promotion, motion, if that makes sense. We don't know how they're moving with Xenoverse 3's promotion yet. We can only use, the history of, Xenoverse 1 and 2, and maybe even, Sparking Zero to kind of figure that out. But they're definitely moving a lot differently than I thought they were going to, right? Very unexpected stuff. Again, thought they were going to be at Summer Game Fest with a new trailer or a new reveal. They were at Summer Game Fest, but it was private. What the fuck? That's very weird, right? So yeah, weird shit. We'll see what's going on. I definitely want to read some of the replies because, it's nice to see what people are talking about. So shoutouts to Yamcha's, I don't even know what that's, whatever. Probably a recap, which, no, I don't think it's a recap again. We already had our 2 recaps, okay? There's nothing to recap. They've already recapped the only 2 trailers that we've had, or at least in terms of information, okay? But if it's actual new info, we'll probably see a new trailer or the YouTuber's footage a few days later, just like how it was with Sparking. Biscuit also said that the Future Saga Chapter 4 should release around June 21st to the 25th, so it's probably when their NDAs end, okay? And again, that is possible. We speculated that Future Saga Chapter 4 would be dropping probably at the end of this month. If somebody, you know, got some type of information from Bandai about it, obviously you shouldn't be revealing that, but at the same time, fucking who cares, dude? I'm ready for it. At this point, I don't care. If Bandai's not gonna, you know, at least give us the date, I'll take it from someone else, right? if we're not getting information, like, here's the thing with leaks, right? And I've always said this. If the leak is like some type of legitimate new information that spoils something major in a story or a reveal, then yes, that is not good, right? That's obviously very bad. But if the leak is dropping information on, oh, this is where you need to be to see the new shit that they're gonna reveal, that's like, that should be public knowledge. Let's wait until like the last minute to drop information, and then we'll have the actual like trailer or reveal like in 5 hours from when we drop the information. Like, that's dumb, dude. That is like the worst way you can promote something, because it's like you're just caught off guard and you're just like, well, fuck, I gotta, you know, figure out a way so I can be here. Because you know how many times people have had to go to work, or it was like past their bedtime or some shit. I don't know if they're like a little kid, right? And they're like, oh, you gotta go to sleep, you can't even watch this, right? That sucks. The V-Jump is at the start of the month. It's going to be like in a couple of days. Whatever this reveal is in a couple of days. So if whatever Biscuit said is true, then we probably won't get the trailer until next week for Future Saga Chapter 4, right? But then it's like, oh man, that's weird, because it's like if they're dropping Xenoverse 3 info before Chapter 4, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's a little bit weird. You would think they want to drop Xenoverse 3 Future Saga Chapter 4 first, and then we can focus on Xenoverse 3, right? I don't know, man. Any news on Sparking Zero Neo? Yeah, I guess there might be some stuff. I don't know about that, but I mean, again, that's irrelevant from the video that we're talking about. The manga needs to return ASAP. I would love that, but I lost hope on manga right now. I mean, when it happens, and when Toyotaro's ready to reveal shit, great, but it's been a while. So honestly, we're eating so good with everything else, I just forgot the manga even existed. Like I said, when it comes, awesome. So yeah, Xenoverse 3 info, something new. It's definitely got to be something new. I don't see why it wouldn't. It could be something that, again, ties in with whatever was at that private event, and we'll get reveals there. And again, if whatever Biscuit said was true, if he does have some type of insider information from Bandai, and the trailer is going to be dropping next week, which, okay, today's the 15th. When is the 21st? Okay, yeah, that would be next week. So let's just play into that and you know, say that's actually like legit info. We would probably be getting the trailer either on Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday, right? In the morning. Free update on the 24th, which all the data will be there, so we'll be able to just play the DLC. And then the 25th would likely be the release date of the actual DLC. And then Xenoverse 2 will be officially done.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.